Okay. Stream announcements are up, and just going to give everyone a moment to get in. I think my stream alerts are still on, so I should turn those off. Okay. Welcome to the ReBBL Playoffs round of 16. We have those Dwarven Bug Huggers versus the Big Brains. I'm your host, Cheesy X. And let's start off by looking at our orc team, the Big Brains, coached by Dalinar, who is out of Ariel Premier, coming in second. So we have a plus move, dodge, block on the ball thrower. This piece is basically complete. Just get an extra. There's a double movement up, so this is a movement 7. So basically the only thing you're looking for at this point is like plus agi. I don't know what else you could go for other than maybe catch in order to just catch the ball when you get under it, maybe, or accurate. But I mean, it's got animosity against like everything, so maybe you don't really want to be throwing anyway. Following that up, we have a Mighty Blow, Tackle, Guard, Stand Firm, Dodge, Blitzer. Kind of surprising to me that this isn't Juggernaut. Feels like one of these should have Juggernaut to be, but that's just me. This piece is going to be very annoying. And then we've got Guard, Mighty Blow, Tackle on 2 pieces, one of which has Stand Firm. 24 SPP. Surely that's enough for a level, even at level 5, right? Not sure if he's planning on taking like a stat, but surely for a normal skill, he should level, right? And then this blitzer is only guard. Then we have 4 blockers, one of which is fresh. 3 of them have guard, mighty blow, and block, just across the board. 2 of which have stand firm, one of which is minus movement. Minus movement is obviously not a great, but also because the big unblockers got buffed to be movement 5 in this edition, it's not like the end of the world. In Blood Bowl 2, in previous editions, when you got a minus move on your Blackworks, you went down to 3 movement and you had a GFI to go anywhere when they stood back up. And that was really rough. But with 4 movement, it's still entirely possible that this player can get somewhere relevant. Then just a whole mess of line orcs, one of which is Dirty Player. We have an M&G line orc, so that gives us 14 to 13 players for this game at a TV value of 1,815. Quite high TV from what we've seen so far. And against them, if the team list will load, we have those Dwarven Buggers coached by Werehawk. We've seen Werehawk before. He's coming out of the Big O fresh. And his team is looking really good now. Up to 12 players. We've got the runner up to movement 8 now. Has block. Both Troll Slayers are at Mighty Blow. One of them has Juggernaut, which is going to be a big deal because there's a bunch of stand firm on the York team. We've got a lineman with guard. We've got lineman with guard armbar minus passing. That's not a big deal. Guard armbar again. Guard, guard. We've got a lineman with Mighty Blow and Diving Tackle. Perhaps we'll see armbar off of this piece as well at some point. And then 2 blitzers, one of which is fresh, and then one of which is Diving Tackle. I don't think any of these pieces have enough SPP to level. Yeah, Phage Forge, we can do that. While me and Phage Forge set up where we're gonna be at, I'm going to run an ad just to get rid of those pesky pre-rolls, so people can actually join the game and watch when the game is going on.
Hey,
Hello.
how's it going?
It's going alright.
Good. Good. Alright.
Just gonna keep an eye on the audio here when you talk. That I'm gonna have to figure
Yes.
out as things are going.
Sound good. Yeah. I'm getting a game up as well.
I think we are still in the middle of the ad break, but Twitch is mysterious and likes to give some people the ads, and then the other people's get like 30 seconds. So maybe someone in chat can tell me how Phage Forge sounds.
I have a magical setup where I never get ads. I don't know how I did it, but I'm not touching anything.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened, but I'm like, okay, I'm not touching a damn thing. It stays just like it is.
It's been my observation is sometimes you get told an ad break is happening and then you don't get ads, and then the next time there's ads you get like 10 of the things. And there's no in between with Twitch, and I don't know why that happens.
Yeah, the inconsistency is a problem. Also, ads on Twitch just can never work like ads on TV.
Oh yeah.
You can't just put a big block of them in and everything waits in the meantime.
But yeah, that's part of why I always want to get pre-rolls off, because sometimes you load up a Twitch stream and it's just like, oh, there's 5 pre-roll ads for no apparent reason.
Oh yeah, and you know that you like don't have a choice either, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't. And I remember when they started pushing more ads on Twitch, they're like, "Oh, can't you turn them off?" I'm like, "No, I actually can't." Like,
Yeah, I have the option to run ads and not give you no pre-roll ads. And the best I can do is make it so that I get to choose when the ads happen. And that's about it. Looks like we are back from that ad break. So no pre-rolls for anyone. Can someone in chat tell me how Phage Forge audio is?
Yes. Am I loud? Am I quiet? Can you hear me at all?
I mean, I'm showing you on my audio mixer, so you should be heard.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Fire says I'm fine.
Fear says it's fine. Good. Okay.
Oh, a
We
rare compliment from Fires.
we've got about another 5 minutes till scheduled game time. Any thoughts on the
Mhm.
teams?
Um, well, Warecasters dwarves have been shockingly effective this season.
It's hard to argue with that. We I casted
Like,
them, I think in the round of 32 as well, and
mm,
it was either round of 32 or it was play-ins, and they just seemed
yeah,
very effective.
yeah. Um, I do like how both of these teams are essentially the argument for taxing movement ups. Um, Warecasters Dwarf Runner being the top scorer of Big O this season. And I imagine that Dalinar's throw has done something similar. The double
19
movement ups
touchdowns.
are,
Okay, that's a lot,
yeah,
especially for a
yeah,
dwarf.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, top. And this is a one. This is a one season team. So like, yeah,
Yeah. Where are we
that's
with
19
Dalinar's
this
runner?
season.
Thrower.
Oh, okay, 25.
Oh, good lord.
25.
Yards running with
Oh
the
no,
ball,
more, many
918.
more. No, many more matches though. This is a more than one season team.
Yeah.
So
So that I mean that's less than one score a match,
yeah,
which is actually a little bit surprising with a 72% win rate. Maybe
it,
handing off to Blackworks.
Black Orcs and Blitzers to get development makes a lot of sense to me. Um,
Yeah,
I mean
this
this is a
Black
good
Orc
old
has a
bash matchup
touchdown.
though.
This is always how
It's a
you
good
can
old
tell a
bash
good Orc
matchup.
coach, in my opinion, is how many touchdowns are on them Black Orcs.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
3 touchdowns on this Black Orc, so this was probably a replacement Black Orc. No, it has 36 matches, so it's one of the first ones.
yeah.
And I bet these Blitzers probably have a few. Two there.
We do have a fresh biggin though. Down the bottom there. That's fresh. That's brand spanking new. So that must have predecessor must have died.
It has 0 matches, so it must have been in the round of
Zero
32
matches.
that it
Yeah.
died.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think I may have cast Dalinar in. I don't remember. I've cast too many playoff
I,
games.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Everyone is
haven't, and
probably
I've
sick of hearing my voice.
nah. The other thing is that I'm only aware of the big O ones because they're the only ones that take place at a time I can watch.
Yeah, yeah.
All the Rel G Man ones are like at absolutely like the middle of the night for me.
Oh yeah.
So it's like yeah, I've got no hope of hmm.
Yeah, you guys in the Big O have it rough in terms of time.
I mean you know you got we just can't see like if Rel and G Man play each other we just can't, I mean G Man can't watch if Big O and Rel play each other
Yeah.
G Man can't watch us either. It's you know pretty normal. Um,
Almost
yeah.
400k in inducements here. It's like 1330, I think.
You know that's actually hang on let me have a look.
I feel like dwarves can do a lot with 1330. We look at their inducements.
The crazy thing is, there's all those inducements, and I don't actually feel like they're necessarily at a huge disadvantage in the bash matchup either.
They do have a lot of guard.
They do have a lot of guard. 18, 15. That's a very. It's probably too like it might be too late now, but I'd honestly query whether you need that much of a bench as the Orcs.
Maybe. It is up to 13 players. So 14 when they have theirs back is maybe a bit much. Um, I did
Mm,
find previously that having 13, 14 was about right, just because the line orcs are what get
mm,
removed usually,
yeah,
and
but
you want to foul
yeah,
with them, especially in this
true.
format.
So I mean, the thing is, like with that much inducement money, right?
Oh, we are live,
You're
by the way.
looking at oh, yeah, you're looking at Griff, basically, which is terrifying. Or Ivan.
So what are we expecting out of the inducements? Are we just gonna see like Cindy Pie Whistle, bribe, press and stuff, or do you think you go into any of the bigger, more expensive stars?
So the thing here is Ivar. Ivar is a really fun piece in a bash matchup because you get to move players through and into tackle zones to get better hits, which is huge in a guard heavy bash matchup because you can add an extra guard for free without blitzing or anything. You just move them in.
Yeah.
But obviously yep, look at that. Oh, we got Zug and Cindy. There you go. On the side.
There we go. Yeah, okay. That's fair enough. So we did a bit of both. We got Cindy and then we took a big bash piece. Zug, once per game, when an opposition player is knocked down as a result of a block, apply an additional +1 modifier to the armor roll. Yep. Okay, so once per game he hits as hard as Morg.
Yes. And it is actually as hard as Morg. If I'm correct, if this is the same as Ivan Deathshroud's ability, it actually isn't just the +1. It's not a +1 to armor. It's just a general mighty blow. It's written. The description's written wrong, so it does actually apply to injury as well.
Okay, that's cool.
Or sorry, it applies to injury or armor. Yeah. I know because I got tripped up by that in the game versus some undead.
Cyanide.
Cindy on the line is
not Cyanide not giving us the correct rules for a piece. Unheard of. This is an aggressive positioning of Cindy.
So aggressive. I kind of love it though. I don't think she's actually going to be standing there at the end of this, but maybe looking for that pocket. Look at that. There's a pocket of 4 orcs.
I know. I was looking at that.
Do you that's real juicy.
I'm gonna be honest. I would be tempted. Yeah. I would put Cindy Pyrolysal center, and I would immediately use that rule and just throw bombs at both those. It's probably a bad play, but it's really fun.
No, but here's the thing, right? I remember playing against Warecaster when I had rats, and he absolutely wizarded me on turn 1 because I left 5 of my rats standing near each other.
That's hilarious.
He will do it. That's the kind of coach he is. He's just like, let's go.
Yeah. Kick is kind of deep, but this is a movement 8 runner, so it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, and you're into orcs as dwarves. The flank that you're looking at getting pushed down is Zug. There's Zug hanging around, so... Oh, look at that. Into the chain.
Yeah, Trollslayer manages to get off of the Black Orc, which is really nice. Now, if you're Warecaster, are you just gonna try and blitz the fresh blocker, or are you gonna go for one of the better blockers?
Yeah, I think you go for the fresh one. The better ones they're better, but here we are. Yeah.
Yep.
Look at that. Does the job.
Block is a good skill. No, double ones on the armor, so the +1 rule probably won't help. Walks in
this is interesting.
To the Black Orc.
I don't know about that one.
It's especially confusing because this is stand firm, so you can't push that Black Orc away.
Yeah, you could never push it. Yeah, unless we're gonna wrap with the guard line dwarf with guard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I can see that. As a reminder, this Zug is strength 5. And
yeah, but if you send that line dwarf up to stand next to Zug, you're not getting enough assists on this to hit.
Yeah.
Well,
and also
just move the blitz through. A lot of basing.
The runner ran back, picked up the ball, and ran back to the place it started because it's movement 8.
Yeah.
It's like a deep kick.
This is why we have the movement tax. Here we go.
We have the bomb throw.
Bomb throw.
And this is either input lag or considering actually using the double bomb.
What?
3 knockdowns, no breaks.
But also threw it to... I keep seeing this. Why do people keep throwing the bomb to 2 players when they just don't need to? When they can throw it in the middle, and not... I don't... Am I missing something?
In this case, He's throwing it there because that's 3 squares, so that's quick pass, which makes
Oh,
this.
perfect. No, that makes perfect sense. Okay.
Yeah,
So in
that
that case, I
makes
was
that a
thinking,
2+, and also the black orcs, the biggins, they don't have a passing stat, so even if they intercept, they can't throw it. So they
you know
just
what? You're
intercept and
absolutely
then hold
correct.
the ball and
That,
explode.
that, okay. In that case, I was missing. I do see often people throwing the bombs at players, and I say,
Yeah.
but if you, well, also in that case, if you hadn't, obviously the 2+ is great, right? Having the 2+ makes sense, but like often I see people not taking that extra chance to hit also that, the blitzer, like
Yeah.
the dodge, the blodge mighty blow stand firm guard blitzer is like, it's so juicy a target. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
really effective, that bomb, by the way. Like, 3 knockdowns. It's a 1 and 8 for those 3.
It should be noted that he didn't support Zug, so Zug was just back here and just got 2-died and nothing happened, but it feels weird to me.
Yeah, I agree. I think with just moving that that line that lino around would have
Yeah.
stopped that happening.
It's not like these unskilled line orcs were gonna blitz anything from the ground. So this guard doesn't have to be here, in my opinion.
They're certainly not going to do that now.
Get a knockdown on a guard lineman, which is arguably the piece that where Hawk is like, hey, hit this.
Yeah. Hey, look at all my armor 10 linemen.
Yeah.
Take a swing. And also, then who do you think wins the brawl here? Like, basing up all over the place. Obviously, the dwarves probably don't have much of a choice, right? They don't move particularly fast. They're not particularly agile, so they're going to get based up regardless. But do you think that actually favors the orcs here to move in like that?
The orcs have the higher strength value and they have more guard, so it's gonna come down to a mix of positioning and whose armor breaks first.
Yeah.
I found when I played orcs that the orc versus dwarf matchup always became a bit of a puzzle of just who can position better, and then once one of the important guard pieces gets broken first, that's when the whole thing can crumble. And that's part of what makes Cindy Pie Whistle so good, is like you're just throwing bombs and giving extra chances to break armor.
Yeah. I'm seeing a 3+ with Cindy again behind these two black orcs in that blitzer, that little L shape.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's the most likely thing.
I think now that everything is in place and marked up, I think you do have to go behind.
Well, actually, now I say that, but then when I look at it again, I go, actually no, the dwarves have 2-die have at least a 2-die block on that. Probably a couple of 2-die blocks set up here, because of their guard positioning. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see. But yeah, I don't see them winning the long-term brawl unless they can free something up.
It should be noted that the Troll Slayer in the middle has at best a 1-die. Just because of the way the line orcs are all positioned.
Yeah.
It's a 1-die into a red follow-up because he's not going to stand firm. We get a punch on a black orc. Doesn't do anything. But it does push the black orc back to a square we would want to look at throwing to.
Follow. Nice.
The follow generates a 2-die, and we can push that dwarf back out of the bomb squares if we wanted to. We are blitzing this square though. It's just push.
That's on to stand firm.
Perhaps we'll be seeing Cindy Pie Whistle just reposition for a better throw next turn.
I think we're casting throws every time.
I think that's one of the big things that...
Oh, it's push ball.
Yeah.
A lot of push ball.
I think that's one of the big things that separates someone who's good at using a bomber from someone who just uses a bomber because they can get one, is when you decide this turn is not good enough to throw for a bomb, I'm just going to reposition. And here we go. This is inaccurate. This can go anywhere. And now it's going straight into the middle of the dwarf line. And it's knocked down 3 dwarves in the center line. And the Black Orc.
Not end of the turn, of course, because it's because you know that's how bombs work now, which is
It's kind of
very funny.
disorienting.
Yeah, it is. It's like, oh, no. Oh, and then the one die. Okay, that's probably a fair call.
This is a problem though.
For the orcs or
I think it's a big
dwarves?
problem for the dwarves. Can that blitzer
Well,
just
weirdly,
walk
there's a
straight
lot of
in?
bodies
4,
in the
5,
way.
6. Yeah, if we down this Troll Slayer in the center,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
that
It
blitzer
just
can just
walks
run
through.
straight at the ball.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you're not afraid of the wonders. You could have probably moved the other troll slayer across. He was still free to move. Moving that
Yeah.
across could have, you know,
But the problem
made that a
is
little
then
bit more
you've just
difficult.
left this big hole in the center, or in the center left.
True. Yeah.
And even
Better.
even if we don't get this knockdown here, which is fine, we can punch the Dr. Psycho here on the right. And now we have a 2-die blitz on the Cindy Pie Whistle. Uh-oh.
There we go.
There's a stun.
First break. Yep. Crushing through hit through the armor with the mighty blow.
This might be where the positioning starts to turn.
Mm.
Because that's a lot of blocks getting thrown. I'm not sure how I feel about that push. Kind of blocks your path towards Cindy Pie Whistle and the ball forward. I also feel like I would want to push backwards just to try to isolate this dwarf.
Yeah. Yeah, if you push like down and to the right.
Yep, and there goes Cindy Pie
Yeah, there
Whistle,
goes
knocked
Cindy.
down. So not going to be throwing next turn. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
from my
KO.
experience, this is usually how playing with Cindy goes, by the way, in my experience.
Yep.
She might get a bomb or two off, and then she gets punched and gets KO'd because, surprisingly, unsurprisingly, maybe, yeah, having the lack of armor, the armor 7+ is just,
Yeah.
it makes a difference. It makes a big difference.
I mean, but this is what I was saying about, like, I probably wouldn't have thrown the bomb this turn. Because, like, you saw what happened. There was a 2+ inaccurate that went to the center line and just everything crumbled.
Well,
And
I
also,
actually
Cindy
don't think
Pie
the
Whistle
center-
was not safe in that position.
I think that's the bigger thing because I think the center line didn't actually make it. Well, that turn didn't make it. Would make a difference this turn, right? Because you can't throw punches. Because you're not throwing punches, you've lost your momentum. But also, yeah, having Cindy just there was. So what do you do about this bit now, right?
I don't know. It feels like you've lost, like, way too much positioning here.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
This
I
blocker...
think with the runner where it is.
This blocker can't punch
Ugh.
anything.
Hey, you.
That's standing there. This is on guard, so it's 1 die at best. This is stuck. You could Dauntless into the big unblocker on the left, and then punch with Zug into Plato. And then you could GFI to the left-hand side, and maybe if you get lucky, the ball is safe. But even then,
I think that's actually the thing that's the only thing you can do. You can't go right-hand side. Going backwards feels like you're just delaying the inevitable because you're never gonna. I don't think you're gonna win. You're not gonna win the right-hand side at any time, barring some absolutely absurd dice. There are 1 dice to be taken,
yeah.
but
Ops just
Never mind,
run
we'll go
backwards. He needs a GFI. He's not
range,
safe.
Yeah.
He needs minimum 1 GFI.
Yep. And you know you got to take it. Come on, 4 rerolls. You can take this.
I mean, he's just gonna get punched if he doesn't.
You might argue that probably should have taken the blocks first.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
I'm struggling to see how you could reposition to prevent this guy from just blitzing you.
I. Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Okay, so we hit into the black orc.
Uh huh. You
The
stand firm here, probably. Well, actually, no. I wouldn't stand firm here. I'd be like, yeah, push me. Just open up the field for yourself. Fouls the Dauntless. That's actually
double
totally
one on the
okay.
Dauntless into doubled Powell.
I mean, tactical burning of the ones there. That's what that was.
We do stun this black orc, which might be a big deal next turn.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, now can actually
we can get this.
Zug can punch Plato anyway, and then the line orc, then the line dwarf can head
No.
to there. Yep, that makes sense.
Does
Nope.
do we think Warhawk has maybe miscounted squares?
Yeah, maybe.
Because it doesn't seem like he
Or
feels like this blitzer is threatening the ball, and it is very much threatening the ball.
yeah, all you need is for the mighty blow to come down here, punch the runner, and then you feel really dumb.
Yeah.
Because they just get the ball and score.
I mean, I thought that hit into the big one was to free up that blocker very specifically to use its movement to walk in the path, to at least force the blitzer to have to dodge through, or walk around to mark.
Yeah.
The other problem is I'm not sure that putting that piece in really changes
That's what
the
I was gonna
dynamics of this
say.
line.
Yeah, well, actually, I was going to say that for both that line dwarf and also that blitzer moving in like that. I'm not 100% sure that's what you want stuck in there right now.
You might be right. But at the same time, he could just be looking at it as I'm at a positional advantage. If I just stick
Just all
these dwarves in
keep
positioning,
punching.
I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah,
continue to
yeah.
win. That said, this left-hand side could turn over this next turn or two. Because losing the big one on the left there for a turn is potentially large. But here we go. First rush is good, second rush is good, just a push. I would re-roll this.
Yep.
We do re-roll it. It's no knockdown, which is unfortunate.
But now you've got stand firm on the ball. You've got no way to blitz it off.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 3+ all around to get out of here. Nothing can reach it.
This is what I was talking about. With this piece, should, in my opinion, have Juggernaut.
The runner.
The blitzer that we just saw. Oh, Zug is KO'd. That's not good. That left-hand side is probably not going to crumble anymore.
Yeah, yeah. So that's all the sides not working anymore for the dwarves. This is what happens though when you have that full length engagement on the front. Like it's just always so concerning, right? Because you get this. Ooh, takes it.
Kind of surprised he doesn't use a reroll, but probably.
I'm a little surprised there too.
I can understand not wanting to, but at the same time, like the yellow pass to back here, or like GFIs to screen off, is the only way this ball gets safe. So
Yeah.
I feel like if I wasn't willing to re-roll that, I don't take that block, because now this guard piece can walk in here and maybe do something.
I was also looking at that thinking, oh hey look, free dwarf, yeah it's a 4+ to catch it, but like maybe that's the out. Like
At the
going
very
up
least, the
there.
pass to get it down to that side of the field is
not good.
is potentially safer than back here.
Yeah. Like it's not good, but like at least it's around other dwarves, and if you did get it off, if that just for argument's sake, if that dwarf had caught it where it was, you're actually just you go sideline, you go up the pitch, and you're actually out of range of everything.
Yeah. Am I crazy, or is the block from Fibbledorf to Quint not the play? Uh oh, there's a pause.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, my
I think
play.
if
I
you
feel like my play is you take that Troll Slayer to the right, and you block into that same piece. And sure, the follow-up is potentially not great, but you knock that player down, and then Fibblethorpe Plint can also block to his left, and now you have a Troll Slayer that's freed up. And that Troll Slayer does have Juggernaut. And it's not like you're blitzing anything else.
I think we're just dodging out. I think that's the play here. We're just going, oh, we're going to dodge it.
It's increasingly looking like the only option. But I don't know how you make the ball safe at that point. Unless he goes... No. Unless the plan is that you go right and back and run forward, you use the runner as part of your screen. And you're like giving it to Magni Bronzebeard, this lineman that's freed right now.
Yeah.
Because this right-hand side, this position looks pretty strong. Admittedly, it is just a 3+ dodge out from this blitzer over here to hit him.
You know what? I think you're right. I think that's the only thing I can see there.
That blitz is actually... Oh, that blitz fixes that problem. You reposition in front and mark up Min to live here. Yeah. And now you give it to Magni Bronzebeard? No? I feel like this left-hand side is not as strong as I would want it to be.
We're going in the middle here somewhere.
I guess this is okay. What?
I still... no, you're saying you get 2-died here. You're standing... Well, you get 2-died, but you get hit.
The blitzer you just ran away from has guard.
Yeah. So you get 1-died. Once again, though, like having a blitzer with Frenzy and Juggernaut on this Orc team would make it much scarier.
Oh yeah,
it's already plenty scary, but like,
just having Juggernaut is massive.
Yeah, I think if you can afford it, I made the mistake of taking Frenzy on my like primary blitzer, which is a mistake. You don't do it. You just sit there going, oh, I wish I could hit that, but I'm too scared about my beautiful, killer piece getting caught and killed. But if you've got 4 blitzers on a team, right, you have enough bandwidth to get a Juggernaut Frenzy one to just force positioning movements, and onto this team. You're also getting that runner stuck though in like the middle of a bunch of stand firm.
Yeah, I don't like this positioning. I think, honestly, I would have taken that 4+ catch on Magni Bronzebeard. Like, worst case scenario, you can hand off again into the movement 8 when you need it. But this just isn't safe.
Well, if this doesn't get knocked down, big if, there is maybe a really, like, weird, hinky, like, little push play to get the runner pushed through the middle and then run off, but it's just so...
Maybe, but there's so much guard.
It's not your first decision. It's not your first decision.
Yeah, and we move this Black Order around, and we mark up Thug, so he's not able to blitz.
Yeah. That's good positioning. I like that. That Black Orc coming in, holding the back down, strength advantage, all that jazz.
So the question is, do you leave Plato in the back lines, or... man, failed GFI. Do you burn your last reroll on this? I think you've committed so many rerolls to this point that you just burn it.
Yeah.
I think you fish for that knockdown. It's a 1 in 3.
Yeah. It also first half, right? That ball goes down in this position, you're at the advantage. Like you take that.
Yeah.
But also on the other hand, you are up. You're up 2 players. Stars aren't around. Like
my concern is it feels like with the guard he has available to him, Warhawk can free the ball from this position. If the ball goes forward 1 square into where that Troll Slayer is right now, like
I was wondering,
how does he get out of that?
I'm really keen to see what goes on here because there's so much basing, there's so many angles on this. Kind of was hoping that we'd see some, like, that free player not go and stand right there. because then there's more like that could be a blitz for a push play, and nothing else is going to get freed up. But
Okay, so we take down this blitzer, which removes a guard. So now Doc has a 2-die on Newton.
Yeah.
It is just a push, which is not good enough because this is stand firm. And now what?
And so now we're in the day that not going down. I almost would have considered re-rolling that, to be honest, because
you're probably right. And yeah, we're re-rolling here, and it's just not doing anything.
Yeah.
Was that the blitz action?
No.
No, we're just not using our blitz action right now.
Yeah, so I like getting, because knocking that down just means, because if you get here, even with it down, let's be real, a blitz by that piece onto the ball carrier means it pushes it into the black orc, and then you can actually chain push the runner back into your other orcs. It sets up some really nasty chains and like very high odds of getting that ball knocked down.
Yeah.
So
blitzing with Thug is a red die. It is just pushes, but it isn't a turnover.
It gets the job done.
I'm assuming this guard piece is just gonna slot himself in right beside Newton.
Yeah. Or just probably no. Yeah, that was my second thought, because then you want to take a second hit on.
That's reasonable.
Yeah. It's reasonable, yeah. It also does solve the what happens after you get hit by.
You absolutely cannot follow this.
No. Ooh.
That's a KO.
Okay.
We finally got a removal.
That's a KO. On the softest piece of the Orc team, that's on the pitch right now, the skillless Biggin, but it's something.
There's a push play here, isn't there?
Yes. I think yes. Well, actually, no. With these line orcs the way they are, it's a bit tough. You'd have to get lucky with some block outcomes.
I feel like there's a couple ways you could do this push play.
Oh, and here we go. No. This is good. This is pretty good.
Yeah. I feel like you just want to insert guard in beside this ball, and that's fine.
There you go. Yeah, guard is in beside the ball. Got the 1 die.
The puzzle has been. Yeah. You know those sliding puzzle pieces where there's like the sliding puzzles where there's one hole and you slide everything around to find the picture? This is what games like this feel like to me. And we've just now found the combination that allows us to slide around the pictures correctly.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. So
that's not maximizing the amount of blocks you have.
Yeah, I thought you'd go to the left first.
Yeah.
Because then you can slide it back over to the right.
Yeah.
But this might be the best, this might be the best block dice you can get.
I mean, there's guard right there, so surely it all lines up, because there's two guard on all sides, regardless of which way you go. That block doesn't feel like it affects the... These blocks don't feel like it affects things. Maybe he's just decided that this runner is here, and that's good enough. Does go for the block. He can push into the stand firm, so this runner is not moving anywhere.
Yeah, that's probably the best
opts not to reroll it. I feel like it absolutely is correct. You push to the left. There's guard on either two guard on either side, and so you get a block, and then you push him right, and that puts him into the position the runner is in now, which gives you another block.
Stand firm again. Yeah, having the stand firm here as well to prevent the runner getting pushed out is interesting.
Yeah,
but
it's almost like a necro play, And now we're blitzing the last piece in forward just to knock
That's
down the guard.
I kinda like that though. Like making it so this the that line dwarf is just not not being able to like do
Yeah.
anything to push things around.
I think you
nice.
follow.
No guard,
I think
get
if you're
through the
blitzing
guard.
in, you follow up.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing, like, even though the ball doesn't go down, like, what does Warhawk do here?
So we got a 1 die.
What he's got is he's got a 2-die blitz into Newton with a Juggernaut piece. You can push the runner forward a square. If you get 2 pushes, you can push him
Yeah,
all
he's
the way
free.
through, and he can dodge through.
I don't know why that wasn't the first thing we did, to be honest. I feel like that's the go, right?
Yeah, that feels like the only play to me.
Yeah, you blitz forward, you juggernaut out the left side.
Yeah, which is why I kind of
Obviously-
questioned. I kind of questioned moving that blitzer in with the blitz because of reasonings like this. We get a knockdown, but we're not blitzing with Juggernaut. Wait, what?
That's not correct. What happened there? There is no way he picked. There's no way he mistakenly clicked push there. Not
I'm
a chance.
confused. That's got.
That's something's gone wrong there. There's no way. There's no way. And that's why I've got a big old pause here because I get. Oh,
Yes,
that's gotta piss you off.
That's gotta be a misclick. That's gotta be a misclick, right?
Yeah. It's times like this I wish he was streaming because I know when I've played this game sometimes I've gone for things and it's just been like straight up wrong.
Yeah.
Like
I want to know what his
plan
was this turn.
Yeah, I still think that yeah, the jugs play was absolutely the solution here. I'm 100% on that.
I think maybe if you do it correctly, you can push the runner 3 squares if you use Gimli for that last block. But I'd have to look at it for a lot longer. But I think absolutely you just jugs through and take that 3 plus dodge. Because at that point,
an 8, because then
you're moving 8. You don't even have to score. You don't even have to score that turn. You get a whole extra turn.
Yeah.
Maybe he just didn't see it, or maybe he, I'm struggling to see what the play was that would make this position better. Because I can see how with that play, if you knock down this blitzer, you can dodge the runner backwards and reset. But I don't see how resetting
That's a knockdown.
fixes the position, you know?
Yeah.
That's a knockdown with Mighty Blow, and he can chain the ball into his players.
Yeah. I think as much as missing the magnet hands. Listen, no, but to be totally fair, as much as the whatever the hell happened with the block not getting the knockdown, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It was like there was a play there that was good that got you out, and unfortunately he didn't see it. The end result was the same. Even if that block had have worked, still would have been stuck in this mess of orcs. But still the most likely outcome. The fact he's lasted this long in that scrum is a miracle in and of itself.
Yeah. To me, the way that play was working, if he did get that knockdown there, you take an additional block that frees up a square for you to dodge out and backwards, but it's not like you have a way to reset the scrum with that backwards movement. You just continue to lose the scrum, and then you're just a runner sitting there.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's a damn shame. It feels especially bad because of the and then the block failing thing, and it's like, ugh.
So the question becomes, can Warhawk find a way to free up enough players to get in front of this orc? Because I'm already seeing a way that he can free up a player to hit this orc. This is not safe right now.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna see where these orcs and dwarves end up at the end
Yeah.
of these
I
chain
push this
pushes.
big un out. I push the big un out to like be standing on the outside of this lineman, just like push down and
You
push to
have
the
to
left.
get more tackle zones out that direction.
Yeah. Uh oh, in the stand firm. Okay.
Actually, I would have preferred not standing firm there. Push that Troll Slayer one further away. That's one Troll Slayer that can't blitz. And then theoretically, it's hard. It's super hard to then free up Grumpy. I'd have to look at it longer.
Yeah. That's always the difficulty. And if you'll notice, both coaches are well into their time bank.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You
Last
reroll
reroll.
this. Okay. So
And a stun.
yeah,
Massive.
that's big in this position. So this is a fairly obvious play to me. Is we just punch Newton as many times as possible to free up Bashful, and then we just blitz. That's the only option.
Yeah. That is Gazoot. That's the correct. Yes, the innate skills are off, and the skill rings are on, or the positional rings are on. That is the setup.
Do
yes.
I have innate skills off? I think I have innate skills on my end. Let's turn those off. It's really not much better.
Sorry, no, sorry. I'm looking at my own screen, going, yes, that is the setup I have. I'm not looking at the stream.
I think I have positional skills on. Or positional rings.
You do. Additional, so you got extra skills on.
There we go. I'm gonna be honest, it's not much better.
Yeah.
I don't like that block. That block doesn't feel. These two blocks feel like they don't affect the play right now. We freed up Bashful.
I thought we'd be freeing up freeing up Thug. I'll be honest. Like the lineman to go take the 1-2 like before moving over there.
Maybe that's what that first block was about.
Yeah.
I think maybe that first block was there to try to free up Bashful, but when that didn't happen, or not Bashful, Grumpy. But now that you failed that, you just blitz with Bashful.
Yeah. Bashful can go for it now. The interesting thing is when the Dwarves were in offense, right? It looked dire, like they were really struggling and they weren't getting anywhere and all the rest of it. Now that Orcs have got the ball, all of a sudden it feels like the Dwarves are like in a really good spot. All of a sudden, like in terms of defending this.
What is
this?
It's
weird how it flips like that. Just coverage.
Okay, we're not gonna blitz the ball, and we just hope that the Orcs can't free things up. And maybe with these two stuns on these two big uns, they can't free things up enough.
Yeah, and then maybe we see the runner.
That's unfortunate. The only issue I have with this
maybe the runner does something, but
is if this Orc blitzes Bashful down and he gets stunned. Like, what do you do?
Actually, yeah.
Like, he just leaves, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it's like, this is alignment, so even if he didn't fall here, 1, 2, 3, 4, go for it.
Yeah.
Now the lineman could catch, so I guess that's assuming that this GFI doesn't fail. This isn't a bad position to take. So I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
But I feel like I would have taken that blitz, because then you pin him, you can push him a square back or pin him to the sideline.
Yeah, I think this move here probably prevents a touchdown by this. I mean, how far does Lionel has 2 turns, right?
Yeah.
If you get hits in, like, yeah. Anyway, also maybe it's worth switching the colors to red and blue, because both teams are wearing red, and it is pretty.
That is actually a good point now that you mentioned it. Distinctive colors. There we go. It's amazing that I've gotten this many cast in, and this is the first time anyone has mentioned like any of these things.
Oh, some people say
it's like
I fully accept that a lot of casts, like, because it's playoffs, people are actually paying attention, but a lot of casts I do, I'm almost certain people are like making dinner in the like or doing something else in the background.
Yeah.
It's just around,
So that line orc is
Totally
screwed
get
up.
it.
A double GFI makes this a 2-die blitz, and then you push Bashful down, or we just walk around
I
him.
yeah.
We walk around him and then
So
mark him and just say you're not gonna roll the 4+. I actually don't like this GFI because it's put him within GFI range of Magni Bronzebeard to mark. Which means this becomes double GFI to make this a 2-die if you
no
don't position.
rerolls though. No rerolls though. I think in this situation you've got Block and Juggernaut. You just take the blitz.
Nope.
Okay, well now obviously not.
Yeah, that blocks off the path at least.
So now you do have to double GFI to get the mark.
But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking this GFI forward and to the right, this one square. What does this accomplish? I guess it gets me off of. I guess it means I can't be
Sorry, you
served.
can't. Yeah. Actually,
That's fair.
and also this, yeah, you can't be served yet. But also, sorry, I just didn't realize that the tackle zones of this Orc that just moved down actually do block Magni from getting to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ball carrier, which is a good move, good position.
Yeah, that was my
Um,
concern at first, is if he doesn't position that correctly, but it blocked it off.
what we could see.
I think you have to take the
Is
dodge here, right?
a blitz. You have to take the dodge. I don't think you can not dodge and take the blitz here because it's your 4+
push.
versus at best their 3+. I think yep. Good. Perfect. That's the way. That's it.
As he breaks
and a
too.
break?
That's huge. And return magnet hands.
Magnet hands for everybody. Yep. That's solid.
Yeah, and you could GFI guard in position somewhere. Or not.
I probably like taking the blocks there first, to be honest. It's not the most critical.
Maybe?
Well, nah, you know what? That's fine. Actually, that is the thing that stops the outside chance of the score coming.
Yeah, because this is a 1-die right now. If you got that other guard in place, then that becomes a red die to knock down.
Yeah.
No, this was the dwarves. Yeah, this was the
Dwarves
drive.
yes.
As much as it's confusing.
Yeah.
So the orcs don't necessarily need to score here. It would have been really nice though.
Yeah.
And also, it should be noted that there is only one roll for KOs, so Zug has a 50% chance of coming back.
And Cindy has a whatever, like, is it like what is it? 17 is percent for the getting the 6 on argue the call, and then half that for the KO roll. So
Yeah. Cindy is
much.
not likely to come back.
8.5 chance of coming back.
I think we're just
no. This has been quite bad for the dwarves, losing the star players. Listen, Sydney was always this happens every time with Sydney. I swear, especially like.
Oh nope, no knockdown. I like the path that he took though.
Yeah, to push it back up to give it like a better chance for that a good scatter. Yeah, or push it across, good scatter for the pickup. Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, the KO stays out. You can see that the KO is there, so you don't even bother arguing the call. I think that's how that works. I could be wrong.
Well, but if you argue the call now,
no, the KO rules are after argue the call. But I would like to point out that is a 1 on argue the call, so the coach is thrown out. Someone's gonna have to remind me specifically what that affects because I always forget.
Coaching roles. So it's the same role that your assistant coaches count towards. If your coach gets thrown out, you get a -1 to that.
Gotcha.
So for like brilliant coaching, for example.
Yeah.
You have a -1 to brilliant coaching and things like that. So
I think it is almost exclusively brilliant coaching in this case. I'm trying to think of the other
Right.
kickoffs. Any other kickoffs that affects? I don't think there
Unfortunately,
are
the
any.
much bigger problem is Zug staying out, and there
Oh
was a
yeah,
keg purchased for the dwarves, so hoping for at least a 3, but nope, all ones.
good catch. But yeah, a 1 on argue the call and then a 1 on the KO.
Mm, yeah. Um, Now the
Honestly,
Orcs obviously had a
honestly, I think I agree with his argue the call. Like, sure, it's very unlikely for Cindy Pyrus to even come back. Um,
You may as well give it a chance though,
yeah,
right?
because what
I
else
think
are
it's worth it.
you? What else is going to be
Yeah,
an
what
effect?
else are you gonna do? Yeah, exactly.
Um,
If you do get it back on that 8.5% chance, whatever it is, like cool, you've got a bomber again. Like that's worth something, especially against orcs that
yeah,
like to group up.
and the
And
downside is you can't argue the call. You can't use a bribe. I think you can't use a bribe if you get thrown out,
I know
and
you can still
you get a
I'm pretty sure.
-1 on brilliant coaching. And I mean, you're dwarves, so that fourth reroll, it's not that huge deal.
Solid defense is no, actually you don't against so many other teams, dwarves getting solid defense would be brilliant. Yeah, not in this case. No, in this case, not so much.
Yeah, even if you reposition on the left, the Black Orcs just take a block and then you're outguarded again.
Uh,
So I think you just stay in here. He opts to reposition 6 pieces, and he's going aggressive on the
I mean,
line.
you get some no, we're getting closer, but there's no point basing. You just get punched. I think in this case, you don't want to base up like that and then get punched first. And the orcs always gonna be able to find the blocks to hit you, no matter how much guide you have.
I'm gonna be
So
honest. I don't think I want him to be able to follow up into me. I want to choose when my dwarves get put into base contact. I don't want him to follow on me.
yeah, which is usually why you do that one step further removed defense. Ooh, ball on the ground. Interesting. It the ball not being caught on the kickoff is one of those things, right? Like usually it doesn't mean anything. Usually you just pick the ball up the next turn and run off with it. But sometimes you don't. Sometimes you fail to pick the ball up for 3 turns in a row.
Yeah, I mean, that can happen.
Yeah. Um, we've all been there. At some point, we've all been there. Where it's like, okay, this is fine. I just have to pick the ball up and move. And then it's like, nope, 1 and 9.
This dwarf
Don't even have
is
to play Camry.
remaining standing.
Diving tackle, Dwarf. Diving tackle, Blitzer. What a legend.
Wow.
It's been a diving tackle for a very long time as well.
Really, it hasn't gotten enough SPP to level.
No,
That's kind of
right.
disappointing.
I know, right? The diving tackle dwarf, the block alignment has been far more effective. And it's partially because the blitzers are never scoring anything, right? It's always been the runner.
I don't think we really want to be following in the dwarves here, right? Like, I would argue it's the same reasoning as why I would want him to not follow into me. Is I would want to choose when my Black Orcs are coming into base contact and what they're affecting.
You were kind of in the driver's seat as the Orcs at the moment. You definitely have the bigger, stronger team. You do have to eventually push up the pitch, but you also have enough strength to control the blocking. As long as you don't get any random Kaz like against you, and minimizing that random Kaz chance is probably the best choice.
Go for the pickup. Surely you have to blitz this diving tackle blitzer, right? Just so he can't get around behind you.
Cajun. So we had lots of criticism for Warecaster's offense, right? But now we get to see Dalinar's offense, and I wonder if it's going to be better because it's one of these. It's one of these.
Okay,
funny
chooses
things, right?
chooses to hit the guard piece to limit where it can go. Not sure how I feel about that follow.
Well, yeah, you kind of got three pieces all hanging out on the left side here. There's nothing particularly weak about any position for the orcs though.
Yeah,
There could be a blitz by the Troll Slayer onto the Black Orc on the left hand side here, I guess. Chain push the that blitzer out,
yeah.
and then actually get a couple of hits in, and that's block maximization is probably how you end up winning this.
Yeah,
That's my
because
guess.
like I said, these matches tend to turn very quickly on whose armor breaks
Oh
and when.
yeah.
We're putting
Oh,
diving
I
tackle
don't.
just straight in on the ball. Does he take the both down? He takes the both down. Doesn't want to push. This feels really awkward though.
It is very dwarfy. It's just I'm in your face, like. But
I mean, it's a free mighty blow hit with a big unblocker. He follows in.
I'll say this: as long I think the other line dwarf's going to move up in a second and provide and counter assist there. No, I was wrong. What I was going to say also is as long as these three at the back don't go into contact now, it's okay.
Okay,
That's
so that should be enough assists for this blitzer to punch this black orc.
That you get no, it's +3 -2, so it's still a 1 die. I like that. Nice move by the runner to be central.
I know, I feel like we're committing a lot of pieces in places that don't let them do a lot of things. If that makes sense.
Yeah, so I kind of don't know I don't know how I feel about this hit in particular, because we've now got a Black Orc. Just it's behind things. It's got guard, and it's just in a really annoying spot.
I guess if it stands up,
And
it does just get punched by a Troll Slayer. Unless
Yeah.
Domino decides to commit really hard on this left-hand side. And it's kind of hard for Domino to do that, because his center line is just controlled by guard dwarves. So he has to move players into the center line to take that in order to clear a path to come over to the right side. And that's really awkward. So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
this is one of those positionings that you take, and it's just like, yes, I'm giving up hits, but it's gonna let me reset the momentum of this drive because he's gonna have to stand in almost in place in order to get those hits.
Yeah.
I do like this.
Very.
Doesn't follow in. Yeah, that's fine.
Thick skull.
Keeps. Oh yeah.
Skull coming in handy there. I think I like the not following. I think getting too absorbed into this is a problem. Another 2 die.
I'm not sure I entirely agree, because you have more guard and you have the strength advantage. So getting caught up in the scrum is fine for orcs as long as you're keeping control of the scrum.
Yeah,
but
I would say the big issue
I don't
here
hate
is
this.
you've still got that. You've got the diving tackle and a guard assist just hanging out there, ready to get into the cage, crack the cage.
Yeah. I'm assuming we're going to see a blitz with this big unblocker on the right-hand side to shore that up with guard. But the way you position that is going to be really important. Maybe you come in from... Oh, that's not the blitz.
Nope.
I feel like my blitz would come in from the right-hand side into Gimli, and I would punch him. If I get the knockdown, I'm punching him into the guard piece, and the guard piece gets moved down, and then he's stuck in a morass of guard.
Re-rolling for the knockdown.
He kind of has to.
I think that's a good move. Yeah.
That's 2 stuns on guard pieces. That's a big deal.
It's a big deal. But it's also not removals yet. So. Some advantage. I still do like the orc position here, though. And
Yeah.
Dale and I are running out of time. We're heading down to the 2-minute 30 mark for
Yeah, that,
bank.
I feel like inserting that orc there doesn't really accomplish anything. Because regardless of what's going in that position, it's gonna be the guard piece. So I'm not entirely sure I understand how inserting an orc there changes any of the
Hmm.
math. Um, but you can see, just, sure, Warhawk gave up a lot of hits there, but the orcs made no progress.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, I do like the way
absolutely.
Dalinar responded with his left-hand hit and just lining up all these guard pieces here. It may have been... It probably would have been a lot worse if he hadn't broken both these guard pieces.
We're
If
going
either of
straight for the
these
dirty
guard
player
pieces
here.
stand back up, um, Warhawk could probably break down this line. So that is kind of a big deal.
Are we gonna blitz the? Yep, Biggin. Yep.
That appears to be what we're doing, yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I do. On Warecaster's end, I do like the like. We could actually, if you do that, and then you. Okay, good. We're not moving in. I'm really glad we're not moving in there.
Yeah, you absolutely
You
cannot
don't need to. You
engage into
don't want
this.
more stuff. You don't want more stuff based. But you can. We can get a hit onto the Biggin potentially on the cage corner or the dirty player. But guard dwarf around the side of the cage.
You could do that. I also wouldn't hate that guard dwarf just backing up a few squares and just saying, look, I have a guard
Yeah.
piece I can reposition next turn.
Oh yeah.
I would actually put him
That's
behind the
the
runner. I would move the
yeah.
runner
Like you
forward
have
a
to
square, and I would put the
protect the
guard
guard
piece
piece with the
behind
runner. Yeah.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I think guard is going to be super important next turn.
Yeah.
This is a follow-up into the same dice.
Yeah. I do
Did he
like that
push...
direction though. Pushing it backwards felt really bad.
Okay, he pushed it into a red die. Doesn't get, like, super punished for it.
Yeah.
He can't
Direct
force the Troll... Dalinar can force the Troll Slayer in one more square, which means it gets punched with Mighty Blow for free.
it's actually a good thing. Yeah. I'd probably let that happen on
I
the.
would take the push
Oh.
there.
Yeah. Yeah. Me
I
too.
think the push positioning puts you in a lot stronger position from Dalinar's perspective. I think you can't give that red die. I think you have to push Fibbulbook Point and then take that second 2-die hit.
Mm.
But then
Here.
again, if you
This is
push
this is
him backwards from that position, then it's like he stands up and now Gimli is getting an extra piece of guard on him
hang on.
next turn.
There was a hit on the ball this turn with that piece.
Was there?
Well, yeah, he just made it. It was a double GFI to do it, but now look where the runner is. Like he could have absolutely hit that. But the blitz was down. The blitz was down on the left here. Like that was available. We didn't do
How
it,
did
and I
we
actually
all
don't
miss
hate
it?
it.
I
I don't.
I don't think the recovery for the orcs in this position is bad, to be
No,
honest.
but I do like this because it does force the blitz backwards because you
This is
have
true.
tackle and armbar.
But at the
The
same time, I
squishy
don't think the
thrower.
orcs need to blitz forward in order to make position.
No, no, I don't
They're
think.
just
Well,
in
we'll
such a
see.
stronger... Like, their formation is just much stronger.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Well,
be honest, this kind of feels like Dalinar has been out-positioning Werehawk this all... Uh-oh. We're now down to one
out
reroll.
positioning. I kind of agree, but also I think it's that out positioning, yes, but also down to some. Oh, the blitz! Oh, the blitz freed it up. There you go.
Yeah.
Fair enough then. Okay, that's why.
And now Dalinar can reposition the ball just in this square of guard.
Yeah, just shift the two just sideways a bit. And, yeah.
It's like, what do you
Safe
do
again.
about this? You don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Although having a dwarf in the backfield with guard is kind of nice as a position, like a repositioning piece. Also, the orcs not being able to knock anything down is like damaging anything this drive, keeping numbers even is
You say that, but
actually
there are
really
2 stun
important.
pieces right now for the dwarves.
Yeah, but like they're not removed though, right? It's a one turn like it's a one turn kind of thing as opposed to a off for the drive thing.
So what do you think about that last orc lineman movement? Moving forward to mark the troll slayer, or do you prefer going backwards to mark that guard lineman in our backfield?
I think forwards is good. It's the dwarf right now. Like there's a way out going forwards. The dwarfs can't really get in front. And what is the alignment at the back just doesn't have the movement to do anything.
That's
This
fair.
like this turn.
That's fair.
Next turn it'll be moving again, but it won't catch the ball, so it's all right.
I maybe
Um,
wouldn't want Newton to get GFI marked by that piece. So I would at least consider moving the lineman back. But putting this lineman here so that this troll slayer can't like wrap around is equally fair.
mm,
But this piece absolutely has to GFI this turn. Yep. That's not good. 1 reroll 2. It is now at least back in the game, because if it didn't GFI that
yeah,
turn, it was effectively out of the game.
yeah.
My concern, though, is we GFI'd, and we're not tying up any piece that wasn't previously tied up, and we're also not freeing a dwarf up.
Mm. I'm
So
getting
it feels like all
blocks.
we've done is just tie another dwarf up. At least to
Yeah.
me.
Huh? We get on the ball, I guess. It's not like a great on the ball, but it's on the ball.
We're forcing dice.
We're forcing dice, yeah. That's listen, it's a strat.
Yeah, and we keep this line art
Yeah,
from being the
that's
wraparound
fine.
behind this, because if he wraps around behind this, I think there's a potential push play you can set up.
And re-rolling for the blitzer dodge fails it. That's a painful one. It's always your higher agi pieces that fail the dodges too.
So that blitzer can now come around and put guard in this
Yeah,
center
that's
mass here, which is a bit of an issue.
I was really not sure about that one. I was like, maybe you just leave it there just to be a little bit more in the way.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you leave it there, the black orc just punches it, and you end up in the same position. So you want that black orc
Mm.
you want that blitzer standing and in the way.
Mm.
Like, on the one hand, there's a chain push here, but on the other hand, he doesn't need to get fancy. He can just stand up these guard
No.
pieces and just punch everything.
And I think that's how you beat this. The stuns have taken just enough of the edge out of the
Yeah.
dwarves to. There's just not much they can do.
Like,
Even in this situation, honestly, you can even just go back to the right here if you wanted. Just like away from the massive dwarf.
Theoretically, yeah. I don't think he has to. I think he can just continue
No, you
pushing
don't have
forward
to
with
at
his wall of guard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This black orc hit from Nobel, you just push that diving tackle into your stand firm, right? Because I think that's one of the pieces you want to keep tied up.
Well, yeah, or Nobel hits Grumpy and then pushes. Sorry, hits Magni and then into Grumpy and then out of the way. But as you see, no, that's not.
Uh-oh.
Not
Yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about with some of these matchups sometimes just evolve into whose armor breaks first. In this case,
yeah.
we watched Werehog's armor break, and then he couldn't stop Dalinar from getting a bunch of hits, which caused more armors to break. And now we're seeing just every turn. Dwarves get almost all the dwarves are knocked down. Something is armor broken at all times. It just snowballs so hard.
Mm. This is so this move here without having Newton free is one of the reasons why I like the hit by Nobel onto Magni to chain push into Grumpy and then have Mandalev hit back again was like you almost certainly got Newton free, and then could clean this up.
Yeah.
You know, blitz the runner, blitz Willow.
My concern with this position is you absolutely have to put guard in the right places. If guard gets misaligned here, and Warhawk comes out of it with a better guard position, this whole left side crumbles.
My concern is that there's potentially a blitzer, Troll Slayer hit and surf the ball, but no, that's not the case anymore.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you have, if the guard gets set up wrong, that Troll Slayer is very much getting freed up and is just going to surf the ball, is my concern. I don't like that follow.
Yeah.
Because that's a 3+ dodge to one die of the ball, so that's a 3+, 6+, but still. If you're in this commanding a position, you should not be giving up a 3+, 6+. So the thing I'm looking at for Warhawk is if there's any chain pushes. We knock down this guard piece, that's potentially important. I kind of want to see if I can fill the square behind Bashful in order to try to chain push him into the cage, but I don't see a good way of doing it. We have freed up a guard piece though. We can slot in beside that runner. Yeah. So do you take your wraparound dodge blitz? It pushes him into where your diving tackle is. Stand firm, no knockdown. I mean, the blitz has got to be coming from this Troll Slayer now. Or maybe we're trying to blitz in with the diving tackle? I don't know, I think we're running out of options for Warhawk here. I mean, so we're slotting diving tackle in beside the ball, but are we really stopping anything here? Because it feels like this piece gets punched. So that piece stays still. Troll Slayer stands up. We can again try to dodge this blitzer away in order to try to get a piece somewhere. And maybe take him back to like this square so that this blitzer here doesn't have an easy dodge out. I don't think I like that. I feel like I need the maximum amount of doors free next turn. And so, unless there's something like we're specifically scared of this blitzer doing to one of these two pieces, I'm putting this blitzer in this square, which admittedly is another GFI, but it means that this blitzer is further back and he's not marked by anything, while also tying up Archimedes here. And it's possible that Warhawk is specifically concerned about what this orc can do in his position, and that's why he's putting an extra mark on it, and that's fine. But it doesn't feel like the orc I'm concerned about. Uh-oh. It's just a badly hurt, but that is now a guard piece that is just not coming back to the pitch. Should be noted though, Dalinar is coming down to the wire with his bonus time. He has 52 seconds left. He does not want to get put into a really complicated position a couple turns from now when he's down to like 30 seconds on his bonus time. He needs to keep his pace of play up. And luckily his this left hand position looks really strong, so as long as you're slotting guard in, I don't think this is too complicated. Just looking for ways to continue to wrap up these dwarves. Continue to push them into this pocket here, where they're wrapped up and not able to do things.
Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call.
You're good. Just...
I thought I'd bring this up in the Discord. I don't know if you saw it. Warecaster saying, "God damn, I'm doing nothing but pure panic this game." It's like, yeah, it looks. That's okay. I'd be panicking against this orc team too.
These last two moves confuse me a little bit.
Yeah, I think it might be panic all round. I'll be honest.
I don't think Dalinar even needed to move forward. Just get himself behind this wall of guard. And then you just punch these dwarves and you're fine.
We're looking at 2 3+ to 2-die this ball. Like,
yeah.
Not with tackle, but it's like it's not bad.
I would argue Dalinar was in such a commanding position that giving up a 3+3+ to 2-die the ball is unacceptable.
I think that both players are absolutely in panic mode. This is the classic one of like, oh my god, my opponent's doing so well. They seem to have everything figured out. It's just like absolutely fucking not.
What it is that turn, Dalinar was overthinking his position, and then he got burning into his bonus time. He started panicking. He's now down to 10 seconds of bonus time.
Yeah. The thing is, Bearcaster can win from this position.
Yeah.
Like, we're not done yet.
I would argue
forcing a score right now.
I don't think you reroll that block.
Don't use your reroll there. No, never reroll there.
I understand taking the block.
I don't.
I understand taking the block because you want to knock down that blitzer so that there's one less dodge involved. But you just have a follow-up block to try the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, you never re-roll that.
Never re-roll that.
Especially in overtime. Yeah, see, if you had...
Well, yeah. Anyway, point is, like...
Wait, what?
No, this is what I'm saying. Why? Like, no, actually, no, this place doesn't have to dodge at all. So, we just gotta move here.
Yeah, but we added a GFI to the play... Okay, well, the blitzer doesn't have tackle, so I guess that's fine. Adding the GFIs makes sense then to get the tackle. Yeah. That's fair.
But also, Thug, use Thug. Just, I think there's another part here. If cooler heads were around, right? Obviously, it's easy to say this from this position. I think actually your best, potentially like a good outcome here. I wouldn't have actually necessarily tried to make the blitz with the tackle piece. I would have moved the tackle piece up to base first because it's forcing the score. And obviously, hey, from here, we're not under pressure to actually like win this.
I don't think
forcing a score here and then going to score like, having 3 turns to score back. I actually quite like.
I don't know,
especially when your opponent has such little time left in time bank, and then getting to overtime. I don't see how, from this position, the Dwarves. I guess they could drop a score, maybe, but I just don't think it's likely.
Okay.
I think the sum of the dice here. Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt, but we've already seen one block. Can we move these 2 blitzers that have no one marking them to be in front of the dwarves so they can't just walk at me, please?
I agree with you, Lennon. I think that it is GG here. I think that it will just be a stall now. Yep, it's going to be a stall. That's fine. Yep. Okay, Yeah, that's fine. You could have screened it, but it's okay. No worries. I do see this a lot. Players like to go for the full cage when if going like with this the wide screen
Yeah,
is good enough.
I was just thinking, surely you just take one more square backwards, and that's
Yeah,
as good, if not better.
it's yeah. What means is you need fewer players for it. We're using rerolls here as well. I know that we're not probably not going to overtime,
Yeah.
and that we need the cage, but
If
see
you
the,
if you feel like you need to reroll, surely you reroll with the blitzer, right? Because that has block.
mm-hmm.
But I mean, now this is just an impossible position for Warhawk to get past.
um in that situation, rather than dodging that, why not take the 2 die hit with the guard piece or with the blitzer?
I think I'm gonna be honest. I
Or with
don't think
the
Warhawk
other
fought through
blitzer.
anything involving that turn. It
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
like he immediately clicked the Troll Slayer and clicked somewhere for it to go.
I think at this point, fine. I think we've got a pretty good idea of where honestly both coaches' head spaces are at right now. There's been a lot of panic moves, um,
Yeah.
and yeah, yeah. That's it. Hell, that's how it goes.
It should be noted that Delinar has 0 time on his time bank.
It doesn't matter. I've
He
played so many rounds of arena where like my opponent had like the intercept bug and like ran out of time bank, and then I just get my ass kicked anyway
Yeah.
because they just played better with the 2 minutes they had, which is totally doable.
Well, I would argue that part of the reason Dalinar is winning is because of how much time bank he burned on just thinking hard.
That's fair, actually, very fair. Time bank is there to be used. We're almost at turn 16, so fair enough. Spending the time thinking is actually is a good thing.
I think the only time that it burned him was on that one turn where he moved the ball forward and is just like not the best follow up on trying to protect it.
Yeah.
And he let the ball. It's because I think he was realizing he was burning into the last of his time. He had, and so he panicked
Mm,
and just started hitting
yeah.
blocks.
I think. I mean, so now in this position, you're just hoping for the extra turn, right? And then trying to turn it.
You're
That's all you
hoping
can
for
do.
the extra turn, and then you're gonna do some YOLO dice here to mark up the ball and
Yeah.
force him to roll
Yeah, yeah,
dice.
yeah.
Because he has no rerolls. If he double skulls a block, he doesn't score. So you may as well roll.
True. Do you do that with the runner though?
Um, can the runner
Stanford
get?
Stanford is in a really annoying place actually.
Yeah,
Maybe maybe the diving tackle blitzer, it's double GFI, but you can get onto the ball with diving tackle, which is kind of nice.
yeah.
Forces the
I think
blitzer
that's
is
the correct play.
oh, the dwarf dodge dice though have been
Not
abysmal.
great.
Like you expect some of the three bosses to work.
Yeah. Yeah, Dalinar thinks about it for a second and then just scores. If he's rolling blocks, I was gonna lose it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Also, yeah, Dalinar does have enough stand firm. No, no, the dwarves have
They have Juggernaut.
frenzy and juggernaut, so it's possible. We'll see how Dalinar actually reacts to this. It is possible. If Warecaster takes a couple of deep breaths and uses every second of that time bank, I reckon we'll see it.
It is theoretically possible for a Dwarf one turn, and I am excited to see if Warhawk can pull it off.
We move an 8, it's totally possible. And with
Yeah.
if yeah, there's 2. I think though with 3 stand firm, you need 3 pushes with movement 8.
Let's see.
So
1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah, you need
5,
3
6, 7,
pushes
8.
forwards with movement
Go
8.
for it. Go for it. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
So we need to
yeah.
generate.
You need 2. You need one of 2 things here. Quick
Yeah,
snap. You need a quick snap or an extra turn.
Yeah.
One of the two. Yeah, you're right, T-Self. 3 bushes.
Yeah. So I guess I was not correct when I said that this runner was basically complete. Um,
Sprint.
he needs sprint.
Yeah. I wouldn't even
Um,
bother with sure feet. I'd just be like, hey, I'm getting the extra dice already. Yeah, I'd do a quick snap setup. So and that just involves putting this dwarf. No, we don't even do it.
Not even gonna try.
We're just
We're just
nah.
hoping for the extra turn. We get neither.
Yeah.
Um, but I think
So fair enough.
setting up for the quick snap one turn is always correct there
Mm, yeah. So
to
you, yeah,
give us
you
two
set up
different
one off,
kickoffs where
then
scoring is possible.
yeah. So it's not likely, but you got to take your chances, right? Oh well, GG's. It
Yeah,
was a what a game of just desperation. Just that's a game of desperation the
yeah.
entire time. Oh, respect foul, almost certainly, Stores. We love our respect fouls in the
You
PO.
kidding me? Look at these monstrosities that are on the LOS. I'm punching them and fouling them for sure.
Absolutely. Listen, you've got to punish it, right? You're like, listen, you didn't allow me my chance at the one turn, therefore I will harm your team.
Yeah,
It's fair, totally fair.
it's a trade offer.
Yeah, it's a trade-off. Yeah, you just got to,
I
100%.
receive not scoring. You
Oh my
receive
goodness,
dead
sorry.
big unblocker.
Hmm.
Opts not to stand firm is gonna force into another guard. Does not matter because of Dauntless. We get the knockdown there. Are any of these players going to die? Because there is the potential that both these big uns die, and then Delinar's team is just crippled to going forward. That big un lives. Oh, more pushes. And we'll probably see the same thing, just with one less guard. Yep, and there's the knockdown. Uh-oh. Disappointing. Yeah. And then 3 die with Mighty Blow on this one. And the stand firm on the left was to make the fouls have less players, I think? Something's getting fouled here, almost assuredly. We'll probably see if a pass and then a foul. Disappointing by the amount of damage in this game. Not gonna lie. Uh, anyone have over or under on blocks? Looks like we're passing with the splitzer. Trying to get some SPP on it because it is completely fresh. Pickup is good. Pass is a 4+. Pass is good. Catch is good. We will be seeing the foul, which is the thing the crowd is more excited about. Do it.
Nope.
Disappointing.
No. Where cast? What happened?
Coward.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well. Hey, listen, that was a very fun game.
yeah. That was one of those games. This is why I've always said I absolutely love Orc versus Dwarf games because they always come down to how you position your guard pieces, and then ultimately whose armor breaks.
Yeah.
Before I
Yeah.
pull it up, do you have an over and under on blocks?
Um. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that the orcs hit more.
Almost certainly.
Um. Almost certainly. Um. But in terms of breaks, I think it's very even. Although I think the orcs got more breaks onto the dwarves, but not by a whole lot.
Yeah.
That's my call on that. Um, the dice were pretty even all around. Nothing crazy in terms of. Although I think the Dwarf Dodgers were terrible.
Oh yeah,
So I say terrible. They certainly felt bad, but like I don't think they were. I think they were
they're definitely
quite
below
bad.
average, almost certainly.
Yeah. All right. What do we have? What do
I'm
we
gonna
have?
say we're gonna break 100 blocks total.
Emergency meeting.
You okay?
Yeah, especially because this is just ending. I'm gonna say we're gonna break over 100 blocks between both of them. I'm gonna say the orcs hit at least 60,
Uh-huh.
and the dwarves are maybe like 45. Because there was a point where they could just punch a lot less. So let's
Yeah, I'm
look
looking. I'm looking now. You're not far
statistics.
off.
Block action's done. Dwarves are at 63, and the orcs are at 71.
Yeah. That's about the gap I expected. I didn't imagine it would be that many each.
Yeah, I guess
Um,
there were a lot more turns where the dwarves got to hit with everyone on some of those
yeah.
drives. But
Um,
yeah, that's a lot of blocks for almost no damage, which is kind of disappointing. No SPP. Who was our MVP? MVP on the Fresher
so
Troll Slayer, and then the Uber Blitzer gets it.
you know what's crazy? Look at the armor value rolls. And does that not feel low to you, even with what they were hitting?
I feel like there statistically should have been more breaks, and there just wasn't.
Yeah, and more removals.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Look at
So
those
it's just
dodge rolls though. 38% for the dwarves, and they were dodging mostly Agi
most
3.
mostly three pluses. Yeah, they weren't doing any through tackle zone stuff. It was almost all three pluses. There was maybe
Yeah.
a four plus in there, but yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
But you know the armor. So seven successful breaks. Well, the statistics page actually records it as six successful breaks, so I don't exactly know what that's about. Um, that's low though, right? That's definitely low.
That does feel. So I do need to wrap this up apparently.
Yep,
So
me too.
this has
I gotta
been
go. I gotta go do
this has been the ReBBL
stuff.
playoffs round of 16. Those dwarven
Mm-hmm.
bugs versus the big brains. I've been Cheesy X. With me has been Phageforge.
Oh,
I hope you've all enjoyed this. Bye bye.
see ya. Jeez, my phone calls are coming in thick and fast. I gotta go. Bye.